Hi, and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico? I'm Richard Holcomb. Each week, we get up close and personal with the companies that rock New Mexico and take you behind the scenes to get the story behind the story. Today, we'll talk with Kevin Goodrow of DPW Solar and see how getting power from the sun makes more sense than ever before. We'll meet Clint Satterfield of BAC Roofing and some real people who have the last roof they'll ever own. We'll talk with Joni Griffin of Griffin & Associates, who makes perceptions into facts. But first, let's meet Mariano and Paul Chavez of Valley Fence, mixing faith, family, and fencing into one of the Southwest's largest fencing companies.
I started the company in '69. I actually was born here in New Mexico, but I had been in the West Coast in California for a while, and then came back here and actually opened this fence company here. It's been good, you know. It wasn't easy because all you had at that point is just a truck and a wheelbarrow.
You know, my father did the hard work. He got it off the ground, started it from nothing, as he was saying back in 1969.
We've been working together for so long that he's actually become my friend. So it's good. It is good.
I've known Paul since I was 6 years old. That's around 48 years that we've been friends, and we're ended up being co-workers. I met him many years ago when they first started Valley Fence back in 1969. When we were both little kids, and we still know each other to this day. We still work with each other, and we're still friends.
Of course, I knew David when he was a little taller, and him and my son Paul grew up together.
Working at Valley Fence is like working with my family.
You do become a family, and we've had our employees, a lot of our key employees, for years and years. We couldn't be where we're at today without our employees. Close-knit, they become more than just employees, they're family.
I've been with Valley Fence since 1973. We kid around that we're like the fencing supermarket of the Southwest, and we're proud of it. We hang our signs everywhere. If you drive anywhere in this city, in this state, you're going to see a Valley Fence sign. We're pretty proud that we've done almost every bridge in I-40 and I-25. A lot of the decorative type fences you see on these bridges, Valley Fence has done them.
On an average year, different kinds of fence, we do over 100 miles a year. So that'll kind of give you an idea. You're talking barbed wire or chain link or woven wire game fence, a guardrail, whatever it may be. And so it's miles and miles and miles of fence work. We do a lot of work for the city, for the state highway department.
Some notable projects that we did with Valley Fence included Tower Pond Community Park, the North Domingo Baca Community Park, and the New Mexico Veterans Memorial at Filchacone Park. All of our projects are procured either through competitive bid or a selection process. So we knew that we were getting the best price for the scope of work that we were asking for. Obviously, price is an important component for us doing work, but in addition to that, we got people who were reliable, dependable, who provided a quality product and good service to their customers.
This is a great facility here in the Valley, and we're proud that we were able to have a part in working with the city on this project. We got 4 different fields and batting cages, and just up in the corner there's also a skate park. One of the other products that we're really proud that we worked on was the New Mexico Veterans Memorial. It's a beautiful tribute to the New Mexico veterans.
If I had to pick one thing that I appreciate most about Valley Fence, it's the people that I did business with. You have to have a good core group of people to establish ethics and professionalism and quality of work, commitment to business and community, and that's been our experience with Valley Fence.
Appreciate the customers, appreciate the people, because as I said, you know, the people around you is what makes the company. You can only provide the service, and if you don't provide a good service, of course you're not going to be around very long. And we've been here for 40 some odd years, so obviously we're doing something right.
Up next, the last roof you'll ever need.
Join Albuquerque Business First, Thursday, May 23rd at the Sheraton Uptown as we recognize New Mexico's most outstanding nonprofit organizations. Honorees were selected out of nearly 400 nominations. Hear the stories of people and organizations that have benefited from these nonprofits. Plan to attend Albuquerque Business First Nonprofit of the Year Awards, sponsored by ConocoPhillips, Thursday, May 23rd. Come early to network. Lunch begins at 11:30. For registration and complete information, go to albuquerquebusinessfirst.com/events.
Are you 55 or better? Looking for a beautiful new home? Then Jubilee Los Lunas is the place to be this Memorial Day weekend. It's the Jubilee Memorial Weekend 3-day sales event celebrating the grand opening of Jubilee's new pool and spa. It's your opportunity to tour Jubilee's model homes, tour the 11,000 square foot villa, join in the poolside parties, meet your new neighbors, and get special incentives on your new home. Join us for this amazing 3-day Memorial Weekend sales event at Jubilee Los Lunas, just 20 minutes south of downtown Albuquerque. To learn more, call 866-1777 or visit JubileeLosLunas.com.
This is where many songs become one, and life dances in perfect rhythm. This is everyday life when it's embraced by the extraordinary. Like no place you've ever been before. This is Albuquerque.
This month at Frost Mortgage, we are offering our clients 3.5% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages. Do you have a 3.5% mortgage? If not, call Frost Mortgage and get one.
In over 26 years, BAC Enterprises has installed over 8 million feet of roofing, all backed by a real lifetime warranty.
BAC Enterprises stands for Bill and Clint. My father and I, we're general contractors. The name was changed in 1983. Before that, it was Satterfield Construction, and my father had been a general contractor since 1968. The difference between BAC Enterprises and everyone else is the quality of our installs. We care what the product looks like, how the product performs. We don't want to ever have to see you again except for to thank you for referring us to another customer.
Every time I meet someone at a luncheon or dinner and their problems come up about their roof, they get a full BAC sales pitch. Because what is there not to sell about BAC when it's professionally done, lifetime warranty, transferable. We bought this house new in '04, and from day one we had roof leaks. The builder and the roofer and most all the subs went bankrupt. So I got on the internet and that's how I found BAC. I then called for an appointment in Albuquerque, talked to Bill, the sales manager. He came out, we made the appointment. He was very professional. He gave us a quote on the spot after he went up and measured, naturally, the roof. And we knew from then on we'd made the right decision, and their crew that came out right on time was very professional.
Well, having been in real estate, I knew without a doubt how important it is to have a warranty for a buyer. The customer only wants what they ordered. And I find that so true of dealing with BAC.
I like to go into homes and meet people and talk to them one-on-one. But we'll sit down at the kitchen table, find out about them, see who they are, and what their needs are.
I get to talk to numerous people. I love having one-on-one conversations with them. And I tell people this all the time. We go out and correct the sins of the past, if you will. We go out and fix roofs that were done wrong.
We had a membrane roof for nearly 10 years. Actually, we were 3 months short of the 10th anniversary. It had leaked from day one. The other company was out probably 4 times a year to repair the leaks. 2 years ago, we had a major leak. and it caused about $8,000 worth of damage. We heard about BAC through Angie's List. They arrived on schedule. Actually, they arrived about 5 minutes ahead of time and waited outside the gate, which was really kind of impressive. Anyway, they were very good, cleaned up everything. There was never a mess. You wouldn't even know they were here. The lifetime warranty means a lot to us. We don't want to put another roof on the house. And we're not exactly spring chickens anymore, so we want to make sure that this lasts for our lifetime anyway.
I think our first job with BAC was the new home we built in '09. I believe that was the first job we did with them. That was new construction, good sized hacienda style home that they came in and did a whole membrane roof on it. We've done a lot of remodel with them since. Basically, when I talk to a person about doing their home, I'll talk to them about different styles of roof that they can use. There's a lot of flat roofs in Santa Fe, as there is in Albuquerque. We've done a few metal and other roofs, but doing flat roofs, you have a couple different choices on what type of roof you're going to use. BAC has basically a lifetime material warranty. I believe it's 15-year transferable on labor and stuff. BAC roofing, in our experience, has been fabulous for taking care of our business.
Up next, meet Kevin Goodrow, Vice President of DPW Solar, and find out why solar energy is such a hot topic and what it means for you.
What every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Food and clothes.
Not to be hurt.
A good education.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters.
To be loved, valued, and respected.
El Ranchito is a loving and stable children's home where brothers and sisters can live together as they grow into adulthood or until they can be reunited with their families. With your help, El Ranchito de los Niños will continue its mission for years to come. Learn how you can help. Call us today.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson, the owner of American Tire and Service. Do you know what makes a great mechanic? What makes one shop better than another? Training is mighty important. Certification? You bet. Experience? The more the better. Knowledge? Cars are complicated nowadays, and believe me, these mechanics need to know a lot. But do you know what really makes a great mechanic? Heart. It's a passion that drives a mechanic to do the right thing every time. At American Tire, it's the first thing we look for in a mechanic. Of course they have the training, the certifications, the experience, and the knowledge. But heart is what makes it all work for you and for us. Our entire team is dedicated to professional service. We all know that's what it takes to bring you back. We've been helping people like you for over 25 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you. Come ask for me by name, Doug Wilson. I'd love to serve you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
If you're looking for a great family experience, then Chamisa Hills Country Club in Rio Rancho is the place for you. The 27-hole golf course is coming back to life in a big way, with incredible greens and updated fairways and tee boxes. The swimming pool is a great place for the family, with lessons for the youngsters and nighttime activities in the summer for members. Tennis lessons year-round and lighted courts for night play. Chamisa Hills Country Club in Rio Rancho. Come out and join the fun today. Visit ChamisaHillsGolfAndCountryClub.com. Rising energy costs and living in a state with 300 days a year of sunshine makes solar energy a very hot topic.
DPW Solar is a full-service solar electric company. We manufacture racking structures here for the entire world, and we install complete turnkey solar electric systems in the state of New Mexico. We have over 27,000 square feet of office and production space. We've been in business since 1993. We have more knowledge, more experience, and we have installed more systems than any other solar electric company in New Mexico. A lot of people with a lot of different skill sets work together at DPW Solar to design and build the best solar electric systems in New Mexico for our customers. There's many reasons that a homeowner should consider solar electric power for their home. One is that it stabilizes the price of their electricity. It also increases to the value of their home and makes it much easier to sell when and if they sell their home. Other reasons to think about solar electric power is that our electric bill continues to escalate. We've seen a 21% increase in the last 5 years. There are tremendous federal and state tax credits available for customers who install solar electric systems. Additionally, in the state of New Mexico, our customers do not have to pay gross receipts tax on their purchase of this asset. And the typical payoff today for a residential system is 8 to 9 years. What this means is it actually eliminates your electric bill. In some instances and some months, you will receive a check from your utility company.
One thing I really love about my DPW solar is this Sunny Web box. This connects to the internet and my solar system and allows me to view my production of my solar system via an app on my smartphone.
Well, the best part of having a solar system is getting a check back from the utility company each month. And again, it's the internal rate of return.
DPW Solar has installed probably 50 to 60 large-scale commercial projects. About 60% of our revenue last year was from commercial installations. When we're analyzing a commercial installation, we typically will get a 14-month history of their utility bill. In addition, we'll Google Earth the building to see how appropriate it is to put solar panels on it. Then we'll determine the number of modules and the kilowatt size of the array, and we'll analyze it in an economic model for the customer. Typically on a commercial installation, we're seeing between 4 and 6 years as a return on this customer's investment.
What you're seeing here is the Fire Training Academy of the City of Albuquerque. This is a 240 kilowatt photovoltaic array. Produces between 1.2 megawatt hours and 1.9 megawatt hours. This is a ground mount which we made into a carport structure.
One of the advantages DPW Solar has is our manufacturing capabilities. We're able to modify a standard rack to a custom rack, and it gives our installation team a distinct competitive advantage. And our team of engineers actually will custom design racking structures specifically for the buildings that our integration or installation team are working on. Remote autonomous power systems are locations that have no electric grid power. Almost every remote system that we install, either telecommunication, remote home system, it's an economic decision made by the business or the customer. It's cheaper to put in a solar electric system than to extend the electric line to the home. There's a lot of pockets within New Mexico and other areas in the country where they're surrounded by national forest or tribal land, and they will not allow the electric power to be pulled into those small communities. So most of the folks living in that area have solar electric systems. Some of them will entirely run their home off of generators, but they find in short order that putting in a solar electric system will ultimately save them money, and their break-even point is sometimes as low as 1 year.
I'm a local contractor here. We built this house about 12 years ago, and DPW put in the system at about that time. It's been tremendous. I always tell people when I'm giving them a tour that they could live here for years and not know that it's an off-grid house, that it's worked very well.
If you have an interest or a need in solar electric power, we do free on-site analysis, and you also can go to our website, dpwsolarelectric.com.
DPW Solar rocks! Up next, meet one of New Mexico's top spin doctors.
Hi, I just saw Robert Wagner on television reading a script about reverse mortgages. You know, Robert doesn't know anything about reverse mortgages, but I do. Every month at Frost Mortgage, we loan hundreds of thousands of dollars to seniors to eliminate their mortgage payments for the rest of their lives. How much better would your life be if you didn't have a mortgage payment to make next month? If you're 62 or older, give us a call and we'll show you how this wonderful mortgage program works.
Today's market's exciting. Properties are moving. I can't even tell you how many homes I've sold in less than a week. As one of Albuquerque's top-ranked real estate professionals when it comes to listing and marketing properties, you can rest assured that we're aggressive. We're answering those calls when they come in about your property. We've priced your home correctly. We've staged your home so that it appeals to that buyer that's out there looking for that perfect home.
We had our house on the market for nearly a year. After no offers and 2 price reductions, we decided to change directions and relist with Joe Mays.
We were very happy with his service. He was professional, honest, and hardworking, and he gave us the personal attention that we were looking for.
Joe really knows the real estate market.
The right marketing, the right staging, the right pricing strategy. Those are all things that you get with the Maez Group. So if you're in the market for buying or selling a property, keep the Maez Group in mind. I guarantee we'll add value to your life.
Join Albuquerque Business First, Thursday, May 23rd at the Sheraton Uptown as we recognize New Mexico's most outstanding nonprofit organizations. Honorees were selected out of nearly 400 nominations. Hear the stories of people and organizations that have benefited from these nonprofits. Plan to attend Albuquerque Business First Nonprofit of the Year Awards, sponsored by ConocoPhillips, Thursday, May 23rd. Come early to network. Lunch begins at 11:30. For registration and complete information, go to albuquerquebusinessfirst.com/events.
What artists do with a paintbrush, Joni Griffin and her team at Griffin & Associates do with words.
People have a lot of confusion about what public relations is versus advertising, and oftentimes people think they're one and the same, and they're not. Public relations is what we call earned or free media. And so those are the news stories that you read or see or listen to on the radio. Advertising is paid space, and they really work hand in glove. Public relations should be a strategy that every business incorporates in their overall marketing plan. So when you are featured in the news media, whether that's an article or it's a blog or you're on TV in a positive light, that gives your company immediate credibility. So an example is the town of Taos. This is a client I'm particularly proud of. We have been doing the tourism marketing for the town for the past 5.5 years. And one of our strategies is that we send out press releases every single week on Taos, nationally and internationally. And what's happened with that is we're averaging now about 500 news stories a month mentioning Taos, some small publications and some very major ones. So Travel and Leisure in their September issue named Taos one of the best winter getaways. And then we send out a press release announcing that, and then that gets picked up by other publications like AOL just did that one. We sent out a press release about how dog-friendly Taos is, and we did some research, and there are more dog-friendly restaurants and hotels per capita than any other city in the United States. So we named Taos the most dog-friendly city in the United States. That got picked up majorly nationally. And so the PR just keeps repeating itself, and Taos now is at the top of all the really fabulous lists, and those lists just keep generating more media and more media and more media and more tourists.
You have to work at containing Joni, not motivating her. So she's a whirlwind. She's always got a new idea and a new direction to go, no matter what your budget is, no matter what your industry. Certainly tourism was not necessarily, when she began, a specialty of hers, but she made it a specialty, and she did incredible work for us.
So another example of a successful PR campaign is here locally, Mesa del Sol, which is a new housing development on the south end of town. Mesa del Sol had a few problems in the beginning. They kicked off with a bang, and then when the housing bust happened, they stalled for 3 years. And then 2011, we came in to take it over again, and the media was like, yeah, whatever. You know, are you really, is it for real? You started and stopped, now you're starting again. Yeah, sure. But we were successful in convincing the media of how successful the development is by once again sending out regular news releases. We did that locally as well as regionally, as well as nationally, and in industry publications. And in the 1 year time that we've had that contract, we've had over 500 stories placed on Mesa del Sol.
We've had phenomenal success in working with Griffin & Associates. Just the amount of public relations, news clips, and print media that we've received has provided a huge return on the investment.
Griffin & Associates was founded in January of 1990. We have 10 people that work here, and the average tenure of our employees is 14 years. So we've all worked together for so long. There is this synergy that happens amongst us where we can practically think each other's thoughts and usually finish each other's sentences. So when we're working on a client project, that creativity, that energy, that family relationship that we have really spurs us into all levels of new creativity.
You know, these people they're like an extension of my family, essentially, because I'm here with them all the time. And I think us being able to work so closely together, we really are able to give our clients just the best of all of us.
I mean, I think it says something too that we work in an office that is a home that's been converted into an office. So I sometimes joke, or when I bring clients here, you know, I'll say, you know, it's like I leave home and then I come home.
I moved to New Mexico in January of 1983, and at the time I thought I'd be here for 2 years. Well, here I am 30 years later. I love New Mexico. This community is unbelievable. I think it's one of the best places in the world to do business. People are so friendly and welcoming, and it's such a business-friendly environment, and it's a place where you can really make a mark. So it's why I've been here for 30 years, and I will be here as long as I'm here.
There are many dentists around New Mexico, many of whom offer similar services. So what makes Dr. Greg Lepore of Smiles by Design so different? Well, you're about to see.
You know, we have an idea of health that we want each person to have because we know how important oral health is. But oftentimes they don't necessarily want to go there right away. They want to go at their pace. And so I always say that we're the navigators and they're the captain of the ship.
I've been a patient of Greg Lepore's for 3 to 4 years. He did total mouth reconstruction on me. Smiles by Design have given me my smile back and give me confidence to get in front of people again and not be so ashamed of my smile and the bad teeth that I had at one time.
I'm Marcy Cates, and I'm a retired dental hygienist. After years of going through reparative dentistry, having crowns replaced, fillings replaced with crowns, broken crowns, I knew there was a better way. I went to see a prosthodontist, an orthodontist, and several dentists, and strangely enough, they referred me back to Dr. Lepore.
You know, I have to say, I really enjoy coming to work every day. Ultimately, it's because of the patients, you know, to have the interaction with them and to enjoy them. And I know it sounds cliche-ish, but that is why we're here. You know, if we don't have the patients, there's no reason to come to work.
Well, that's Who Rocks for this week. I hope you liked the show as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. For more information on the Who Rocks segments or to find out how your organization can rock New Mexico, we invite you to go online to whorocksnm.com. I'm Richard Holcomb, inviting you to join us again next week for another Who Rocks New Mexico. Have a great week, everybody.